What is a conversion rating? So a conversion rating is basically the ratio of visitors or users on your site divided by the amount of times they have purchased. It's ultimately trying to figure out what is your odds of somebody coming in and buying something from your site, which is it's ultimately, it's coming from existing data. So it's important to note that that you're not really gonna have a forward-looking conversion rate. It's more like everything is based on things that have already happened. You're ultimately determining how many people went to my website and how many people booked a meeting, and then that denominator versus the numerator, that will give you that conversion rate. But it's important to note that you can optimize for this conversion rate. So you can take that organic traffic that's coming in that we just talked about, and you can ultimately make it convert better by better matching search intent, providing a better user experience, adding more trust signals, throwing more reviews on the page, making them more likely to take action. If you're reviewing your heat maps, which I talked about earlier, you should download Microsoft Clarity and install that on your site. But you should be looking at how users are interacting with your site and how you can better shape it, form it, mold it to fit what the user wants. And that's so critical, especially when you look at organic traffic, because we have to get that to convert. Naturally, depending on where the traffic is coming from, what search queries, if it's a question, if it's a blog topic versus a commercially driven page, there's different qualities associated. So you're going to have a much lower conversion rate to a blog, probably practically zero, unless you're doing things right, which we're going to get to later. Or like versus like maybe them looking for an actual product and basically going to buy, or looking for an alternative product. Like if you're Adidas and you wrote about Nike shoes right on your page somewhere, and you basically got them to rank for Nike shoes, and they come in, but then they saw Adidas as a better alternative. That's what I mean. There's different qualities of traffic based on where they're at in their funnel, but at the end of the day, we need to capture all of it. So it's extremely critical that we look at SEO research in that angle, because that is ultimately the goal. So conversion rating is in its just most distilled down version. It's just what's your ability to get action from users that are going to your website. And we can optimize conversion rating. That's called click rate optimization. That's exactly what I described earlier, where you're basically molding your site to the exact users. And it's an art, and it's forever ongoing. It's not something that is one and done. It's something that is studied meticulously. It's looking inward and also looking outward at your competitors, because the big box competitors, you better believe they're A/B testing all day long, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on this. And so why not just look at their site to get an idea of how they're converting their traffic, and then go ahead and apply it to our site. We're going to get to that later, but that's called using your competition's budget instead of yours. But for now, this is about conversion rating. And so again, quite simply, conversion rating is your ability to convert a random search visitor, a random visitor on your webpage, to take an action, to book a meeting, to send you an email, to buy your product. But that's what conversion rating is, and you can optimize it. That's what I want you to take away from this.